closing, follow-up. I want to help you enhance your results so you have more enrollments, you bring in more customers more often, you're enrolling people. God forbid you create some leverage in your life. Isn't that why you got started? Let's keep it 100. Yeah, sure, the extra money is great, but you could go get a part-time job to make extra money. The reason you're starting this business is the freedom and flexibility. And that comes from the residual component, the leveraged piece. In fact, when we got started, we sucked at closing. We sucked at enrolling people or being able to consistently create results in our business. Why? Because, we were new. And just be okay with being new. Embrace the suck. Everyone starts at suck. Everyone starts at zero. All right? You got to start at zero if one day you want to be the hero. That's right. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. But I think this is such an important topic of conversation because so many people right now are in my inbox telling me they're struggling with their follow-ups. They're getting ghosted. People aren't buying. People aren't joining, but they are. Meaning there's still people getting started every single day in a home business. There's people buying products. My team in the last 60 days brought in over 9,000 new customers in the last 60 days. So in the last 60 days, 9,000 new customers said, yes, I'll buy that. Yes, I'll try that. So are new customers coming in? Abso-freaking-lutely. Are new people joining? Absolutely. We had like 3 or 4 new people join just last night that I know of. So the point is people are looking, people are open, people are still spending money. They might just not be spending the money with you because you haven't built up that know, like, trust. You haven't built up your credibility. You haven't consistently offered value, nurturing the relationship. This is the key to success. So I'm going to get into some details. I'm going to give you some scripts and some strategies to improve your results. I'm actually going to use the scripts from our social media prospecting guide with scripts. Is that what it's called? Social media prospecting and recruiting guide plus scripts. If you would like access to this, it's free 99. Go to mylifestyleacademy.com/download. These are some of my favorite closing questions, follow-up questions, and I might even add in some additional. So make sure you're paying attention because so much of why people struggle is the language that they're using and the approach and the strategies are weak sauce. You got to have posture. You got to have confidence. And I know some of you will say, well, I'm not confident. I'm not really making money yet. How many of you had someone say to you, well, how much money are you making? And you get offended because you're like, how dare you ask that question? Well, I mean, if you got a job, you'd probably ask like, what's the pay? You probably ask, right? You're trying to partner with me. You're trying to become my enroller, my sponsor, my mentor, my partner. I just want to know if you're making money. So you can't get upset if people ask that question. It's a legit question. I'm just getting started and I'm not doing this for short-term income. I'm building this for long-term residual income. But the thing is, it's based on individual effort. It's like the gym, right? How many of us have a gym membership and you don't go? How's that working out for you? Everybody's going to get results based on individual efforts. But if you could enhance your language, your posture, your confidence, your energy, your enthusiasm, if somebody's looking to partner with you, doesn't it make sense that you should get to know them, figure out their goals, needs, their talents, their abilities? Don't you want to make sure they're like a good human with integrity and they have the right intentions? They actually have some comprehension around what you're going to do. So in the beginning, write this down. You don't need to have confidence. You need to have courage. So many people are stuck in their comfort zone. They're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Like, great. Neither did I when I got started. 16 years later, became a millionaire. It only took me 16 years to have overnight success. Thank God I didn't quit. Thank God I didn't give up. Thank God I improved my skills. Thank God I didn't make this kind of money in my 20s. Network marketing is personal development with a compensation plan attached. So the more you grow yourself, you grow your confidence, which only, by the way, comes from doing the stuff. I can't read in a book about pickleball. I have to play the game to get good at it. I've been playing like 3 days a week. I'm pretty good now. But I'm a lot better than I was last year when I first got started. The more you grow yourself and develop your skills and develop your confidence, the more you do, the more you grow you, the more you grow your business and you grow your bank account. And I just think it's fascinating how more people are not using these simple approaches strategies, if you will, simple scripts. By the way, I'm going to give you some of these scripts, but again, it's all in our prospecting and recruiting guide with scripts. But I want to teach you something very important. Energy, passion, enthusiasm. It's kind of a big deal. Some of you are using scripts. You're using maybe even our scripts, but you're like, are you ready to get started? You have like nervous energy or you come across as weak sauce. You got to be excited and tell your face. I would recommend, write this down, using the audio feature. So what did you like best is a great question. I know some people are, oh, that's such an old school question. It's because it works. What did you like best? I'm not asking what they thought about it. What did you think about the video? What did you think about this? What did you think about that? Now they're going to start telling us all the things they think. No, I want to know what you liked. I want to focus on what they liked. I want to answer questions around what they're interested in. This is why you got to become a great question asker. So what did you like best about what you saw? What would your goal be getting started? What a great question. What would your goal be? If they want to make $500 a month extra money, that's a very different conversation than someone that wants to earn a 6-figure income and fire their boss. Would you agree with that? So you got to ask these basic questions. Getting answers to questions gives you clarity on like their hot buttons. You know, finding out why they want to make extra money. What are you going to do with that extra money? Right? You want to make extra money for what? Pay for private school, fire your boss, like get them talking, get them to tell you why. By the way, write this down. Please write this down. I know I talk fast and I cover a lot, but this is a good one. This is important. You need to share your reason. I was just sharing this with one of the people on our team yesterday, or I guess it was this morning. She sent me a message last night and I was like, listen, are you telling people why you're in this business? Because people relate to people. They don't relate to ingredients. They don't relate to compensation. They want to know why you're doing it. Even if they don't say that, they might not say, well, tell me why you're doing it. But when you tell them, I'm doing this so I can create financial freedom, so I can fire my boss, so I can put my kids in the best private school, or I can retire my spouse, my mom. I want to take care of my parents. Like whatever your reason is, because people relate to people. If you say, I really want to fire my boss, like I'm sick and tired of my job. I got a new boss. I'm overworked, underpaid. I'm not satisfied. I don't feel good about what I'm doing with my career at this point because they made all these changes and this is happening, that's happening. There's so many politics. Like when you tell people that, especially like this is like an advanced strategy, but once you realize like, okay, I'm talking to a teacher or I'm talking to a nurse or I'm talking to a business owner, you start to come up with reasons because you might not have one reason. You might have 5 reasons. This plethora of reasons why you're in this business, why this company. So not just your personal reason, write that down, or reasons, plural, but also why this company, why this product? Because at the end of the day, if you're talking to an 18-year-old, you may have a different reason you share with that 18-year-old than if you're talking to a 68-year-old. Does that make sense? Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? 10, you're ready to get started right now. 1, you just want to be a customer. And I say 1, you want to be a customer because I'm just assuming they want to obviously use the products. Side note, a lot of our top sellers, top promoters, our biggest recruiters even, they lead with product. Write this down, the 3 E's: educate, entertain, or empower. If your posts or your videos do not educate, entertain, or empower, what are you doing? What are we doing? Why are you doing a post that has no value? And actually, here's next level content. You ready? Is it relatable? Is it shareable content? If you want to build a following, build a brand, generate leads, people need to know you, like you, and trust you. The sooner you accept the no's as easily as you accept the yeses, the sooner you will succeed. I'm not kidding. Like so many people, they get so excited by a yes and so discouraged by a no. I want you to be even Steven. Someone joins, great. Someone quits, great. Now I got more time to spend with the yeses. Someone ghosts you, great. Now I can spend more time with the amazing people that respond. But I'm not going to chase anybody. The fortune's in the follow-up. I keep track of every single person I ATM. Add, tag, message. If you're not adding people to a group, tagging them in a video, what are you doing? Are you doing Zooms? 3-way calls? Ugh, that's exhausting. This is also why you need our social media prospecting and recruiting guide with scripts, because we break down our whole system with ATM, but it is simple as this. When I identify someone that's open to the products or open to the opportunity, I add them to a group, I tag them in a video, pending what they're interested in, and I put them in a chat. I am introducing every single business prospect to a chat. Now, people will ask me, what about customers? What about potential customers? You could do that too, for sure. Especially if you enroll someone. You enroll a brand new person, help them get their first 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 customers. Why not? You could do that for sure. Because then that way that new person can earn while they learn. So when I enroll a new person, I'm like, listen, the sooner you introduce me to people, the sooner you make money. So if you're creating curiosity, you're creating conversation, you're either proactively reaching out to people or you're attracting people to you. If someone expresses interest, put them in a group, tag them in a video, and put them in a chat. Now, could I close those people on my own? Of course. But how can I tell them to put me in a chat if I never put them in a chat? Do you see, it's all about duplication. How many of you want people on your team that are independent of you? They're able to run their own business. They're building their own customer base. They're out there generating leads. They're converting sales. They're recruiting and onboarding new people. They're mentoring teams. They're building international organizations. They're building this massive business. They're building their own empire. That's the beauty of our business. So everything we do or don't do duplicates. So this is a big mistake. This is a step many of you are skipping. Again, a lot of you are just skipping these steps. What did you like best? What would your goal be getting started on a scale of 1 to 10? 1, you want to be a customer. 10, you're ready to get started. Do you have any questions? Let's rock and roll. Now, of course, people are still not going to join after that. Most people are not going to join after a couple conversations. Most people are not going to join after. In fact, I'm almost skeptical if someone joins that easily. Like if I talk to someone one time, they join one time, I'm like, am I on candid camera? Is this a setup? How are they signing this? Not even a question? I don't know about this, right? I mean, normal people are going to have questions or concerns, especially if they're joining a business. Questions are good. Questions means they have interest. Objections means they actually respond. The hardest people to close are the ones that don't respond. You know, your biggest competitor is not other companies. You think this, but it's not other companies. Your biggest competitor is indecision. It's indecision. It's all the maybes. It's all the people that ghost you, ignore you, don't get back to you. But I'm just going to tell you, like the people that are on my team that are killing it, the ones that are having success, they follow up over and over and over again. And actually, how many of you have seen when I interview Michelle? She doesn't even take no for an answer. Now, she's not going to beg and convince people. She confronts the objection. I don't think I can do this. I don't have a lot of time. Be like, oh, okay, no worries. I didn't have a lot of time either. See, you got to relate to people. But when I got started, I found the time because I knew I wanted to get out of the situation I was in. Now, you told me that you have more month than money. You told me you have all these student loans. So if you could find the time, we could help you get out of that situation. It might take 6 months. It might take 2 years. I don't know how long it's going to take. But if you're coachable and you got a good attitude, I will work with you. I will mentor you. We will help you get out of that situation so you can get your time back. So if someone says, how much time does this take? How much time you got? I could probably do this about 5 hours a week. Perfect. I could probably do this about 5 hours a day. Perfect. I could probably do this about an hour a day. Perfect. Whatever their response is perfect. Why? Because listen, you have no business doing this full time if you can't build this part time. It's not about their time. It's about who they know. Remember, every dud knows a stud. That's exactly why we're having this conversation, so I can help get you into a better financial situation. That's the response if someone says, I don't have the money. If someone doesn't have the money, they can't afford to say no because what they're doing ain't working. If you're over the age of 18 and you don't have a few $100s, what you're doing ain't working. If you're in your 30s, your 40s, and you don't have the money, all the more reason to get started. I need to talk to my spouse. Great. Let's add your spouse to the groups so he or she can take a look at the information in the same way that you did. Also, feel free to set up a group chat with all of us if you'd like me to help answer questions. Let me think about it. Okay, cool. What would you like the next step to be? This is one of my favorite all-time questions. Write this down. What would you like the next step to be? We're not in the convincing game, but we want to make sure that we do our best job to steer them in the right direction. Some are yeses, some are nos, some are maybes, some will, some won't, some wait. So what next? There's new people out there every day. So if your entire network of people right now, your entire network is a hard pass, a hard no, Awesome. Because that means you have an opportunity to go meet some new people, go join some like-minded Facebook groups, go start putting out content, learn to create content and generate leads and sales from this thing called social media because it's limitless. All of my top people have built a following, built a brand, built influence, but they were not influencers when we recruited them. Let me be very clear. They did not have influence. They developed influence. They built a following, built a community. They had to put in the sweat equity. So when you feel sorry for yourself and go, I'm not getting any leads, neither did they. People aren't paying attention to my content because it's not good yet. I'm not converting yet. I'm not good at video yet. I don't know how to duplicate. I don't know how to recruit yet. You need to practice more. Whatever you lack, you attack. You suck at recruiting? Do more recruiting. You suck at creating conversations? Have more conversations. You suck at marketing? Do more marketing.